Here we go. There it is. Good afternoon, everybody. SirWillow here. Got lots of stuff to be covering. We've got a trip to review. I've got a haul to show. We've got upcoming trips. I'm going to talk about Genie Plus. Some very interesting news out of Walt Disney World that came out the last couple of days. Some updates about my summer and health and moving, and all sorts of stuff. And I've even got a special guest for you. How cool is that? Yeah, it's going to be a fun stream. So I hope everybody is doing okay on this wonderful day. We've got all sorts of stuff to talk about. I had a big trip a couple weeks ago to talk about. I've got a stack of mail here to open up from various people, some things to show off. And I've even got a special guest from the trip. Yes, we've got the really snarky one, everybody. That would be my son.
Hello.
Hello. He is going to be here to kind of help me talk about the trip a little bit, reviewing a smidge. Oh, and hey, my mother is even on.
Hey,
we are
Grandma.
in deep trouble, Joseph. Your grandmother will beat you if you say anything wrong.
He'll do it anyway.
So,
Or you will. Someone will.
yeah, something like that. So I'm going to kind of review the trip first since I've got Joseph here, and that way he can kind of chime in as well, talk a little bit about Genie Plus and stuff. And then there's a big thing that came out of Disney that I really want to talk about too. I love this. There you go, Joseph. The bearded brat.
Only half true.
He just likes it because he can grow it and I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were in Southern California a week and a half ago. Oh boy, what are you doing to Grandma here? My grandson's never wrong.
She's right.
Yeah, I guess. Craig, don't let him sing, Mr. Roo. Can you stop me?
I could drive over. It'll take me a while.
So our first stop of the trip, we did a lot in 5 days. First stop was Knott's Berry Farm, which had been 17 years, I think is what we figured since we were there last. Right?
I have no idea.
Joseph was young. He was
One of these, I thought you said 25, and I was like,
that was Universal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was Universal. But Joseph had a few memories, which we talked about on the video. Not a whole lot, because you were what, 5?
I hardly remember. The only thing I think I really remembered was the Snoopy in the canoe, and maybe a couple other things.
Yeah.
I have a little gun I can grab a shark. I have a cowboy hat though,
so Knott's was the one place I knew I was going to spend money because it had been so long since I'd been there. And Joseph at the gift shop was giving me a bad time. So we did have we had Galili join us. Galili was wonderful. He was fun. And he blessed me with a couple pins, including, if you watch the video, you heard him say, pick one. I was kind of going, but this is the one that he picked, the Soapbox Racers, which I was very grateful for. And then let me show these other things here real quick. Knott's had some really pretty pins. He also gave me this one, which is a really cool looking pin.
fancy.
Yep, very nice. And then there was one other one. I don't remember. Oh, this is the other one that he gave me. Trades. Like I said, Knott's has some really pretty pins of a style I hadn't seen before. So I did pick up a couple. We got Timber Mountain Log Ride. And it's this neat mix of the metal, and then they've also got a filling kind of thing. But of course, had to get the train. And then the Christmas train because it was on sale, and you can see Joseph is real excited. And then,
oh yeah, I was messing with my cameras.
Yeah, let's see, Knott's Berry Tales.
Do that.
Which that was neat to see come back. And then the last couple little things. The thing I thought was really funny. I got one comment on the video, which I thought was hilarious. It was the guy that said, "You know nothing about my home park. Just go back to Disneyland."
Yeah, go back to Disney.
And I'm kind of going, I know nothing. What did I not know? I was
I'm
actually kind of
nothing
hoping
apparently.
I was hoping I didn't drive you guys nuts. Oh, this is cool. Hello in Dubai. Very,
Mm,
very cool.
good first name.
Yeah, Joey. But he was going. I
Like the
don't know
person
anything about
above who called
knots.
you SirWillow.
Yeah, Sir Wallow. Wallow. But I was kind of thinking with that one guy, though, I'm like, you need to go buy this book and read it, and you might learn I actually know more than you might think I do about knots. Very cool book. I was
Expensive
your phone's
book.
on. I was really struggling with buying this one because it was $40 before discount, which I did get a nice discount, but I was like, oh, budget. But I'm actually really happy about that. It's a very cool book. And I think it's not available online. You have to go to the park to get it because we were looking.
I thought you said it was on Amazon. Or am I thinking of a different one?
Yeah, but it was like $80.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So yeah. So go to the park.
So it's
and get
online. It's just a ripoff online.
yeah, you just can't buy it from the park.
Which means
No,
I
it's a
suggested
good
he
enough
just
ghost
buy
account.
2 and then sell one for a profit, but he didn't want to do that.
Craig's saying that some people should research destinations before going to a park. What a crazy thought. I think I probably drove Joseph and John a little nuts with my pre-trip research. So
No, it's par for the course.
yeah. Did you have anything noteworthy from Knott's that you wanted to comment on or whatever? That sounds painful.
I honestly, I get it slightly confused. Well, actually, no. Okay, I remember the I think Ghost Rider was the coolest part of that park for me.
Yeah.
Which fun.
I was very, very happy that we went back and got an evening ride before we left. Because it was morning was good, evening was fantastic. So yeah, that was a great
Knott's
ride.
Berry Farm is what most Six Flags should be. Like they have good rides, and then it's just nice and cozy and aesthetic.
The theming there was wonderful. If you were to go to Six Flags over Texas way back, that's what it used to be like with the theming like that. So yeah, it was really nice to see that. I was very pleased to see.
Parker was asking if Montezuma was down, and yeah, it was.
Yes, Montezuma was closed when we were there. I've been on Montezuma's Revenge, but Montezuma's closed. We did skip Jaguar because, yeah. So, what are your thoughts on Turning Red? We haven't seen it yet. Although I think a lot of the criticism it's getting is silly. But
It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. We just haven't watched it yet.
I watched one movie this week, but it wasn't that one. That one's on my list.
Let me see here. So Disney then was the next 2 days, and I think I wore the guys out a little bit Tuesday, and then I started getting worn out a bit Wednesday. Wednesday was California Adventure.
Now, was that?
You're confused.
No, it wasn't California Adventure.
Yeah,
it was at Universal.
Disneyland. Wednesday was California Adventure.
You were pooped on Thursday.
Well, that's when it really kicked in. But
yeah.
Touring plans, I had set all this stuff up. Touring plans was sure that Disneyland was going to be a crowd of, on a scale of 1 to 10, of 4. Light crowds. No problem. And then Galilei at Knott's Berry Farm said, well, I wanted to go with you. And we lost Joseph. He said, I wanted to go with you, but there's no reservations. And I kind of went, no reservations? This is not a good thing. And so we got there, and touring plans later updated to the crowds being a 9. It was insanely busy. I did some pin trading and actually traded for a couple other pins as well. So let me show you what I got. And hey, there's Joseph again. We lost you.
Oh, wait. Okay. I was trying to fix the flickering.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, a couple of the masks. Joseph was trying to adjust his camera. So he's like bouncing in and out. Okay. Are you back for real this time?
No, I didn't fix it. I thought I did. Yeah, I'll just do it. It's fine.
Okay. And then the pilot. I did some other trading where John had actually traded some of my pins and bought me a couple others. Galili blessed me with these, which, let's see, there we go. And this is the one I told Joseph he can't have the stitch pin. But I actually do have your pin that John bought for you. That one.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, you forgot about that one. So
I still have stuff I need to give you guys too.
yes, you got the stuff for your sister.
I'm flickering so much. Okay, I want to try one more time.
Okay, so we'll lose him for a minute here while he tries to fix it. This is why I don't use the NVIDIA broadcast, because it makes my camera flicker. A couple other pins. There we go. So this one, you have to have a Disney Visa card to get. And then this one I had to get. This is a limited edition one, and it opens up, if I can get to open. Come here. To, there it is. Mr. Toad. So really like that one. Let's see. Joseph, meet and greets are back at Disneyland Paris. They are supposedly coming soon back to the States, but we don't have a date. Don't know when, but looking forward to it. Mark, guessing Rise exceeded your expectations. Oh my goodness. I had pretty high expectations for it, but it was crazy above. And I want to get Joseph back in. Hopefully he'll get back here in a second to have him tell you. So yeah, it was crazy. Oh, and show off. Honestly, I bought a couple pins. These were almost all gifts from other people. So I'm really blessed. I didn't get as much as I often did. Okay. Are you actually back for real this time?
Yeah, I'm just grainy now. But that's
okay. Well, you're kind of a grainy person anyways.
I don't know what that means.
And then the last couple pins, I had not seen these at the parks before, but those, I had a Disney gift card. That was my Disney gift card.
Like gigantic.
Yeah, they're big. They're really cool. And that was the only Figment one I saw. But so Rise of the Resistance, Joseph.
Oh, that was a really good ride.
What'd you think?
I was telling my friends that I think that is the most immersive ride I have ever been on. And yeah, it was really good. If you take, it's like 3 or 4 rides smashed into one. Take a Star Tours, make it better. Take a, I don't know, some dark ride, make it better.
Yeah, Mark, video doesn't do it justice. I was saying by that day after we done it that like the Millennium Falcon and others are a ride. Rise of the Resistance is an experience. I don't know how else to describe it. It's nuts.
There was one point I'm pretty sure, or I was pretty sure that the Kylo Ren showed up. He was in animation, but you said it was an animatronic. I was looking for videos of behind the scenes of that, and I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
So
when there's one point where he's charging after you, it's an animatronic. Yeah.
I'm not convinced.
Look it up. I have to show you. I think there's a behind the scenes on Disney Plus that talks about it.
Oh.
So, Travel and Ellers, was I at Silver Dollar City this week? No, I was not. I was going to be, and my plans changed, and I'll talk about that in a little bit here. But California Adventure also had the Food and Wine Festival going on, so we tried that a little bit. I think that was the big things there. Let's see. Anything else from Disney for you, Joseph?
The Pim's Particle Food Lab was very cool.
It was good. You'll get to see the vlog video coming from that soon. Their Caesar salad was definitely done differently than I had seen. But it's good.
It didn't look like it would taste great, but it was very entertaining.
It was good. I was.
It did, and it tasted surprisingly good.
Yep. Rise makes you feel like you're in a Star Wars movie. Yeah. Yeah, Pim's Kitchen was one that when you got your food and you're looking at it and you're going, well, this looks different, but it was really good. It really was. So, day 4 was Universal. And that was where I had not been. I actually figured out it was probably closer to 30 years since I had been there. Because the last time I was at Universal Studios, I was not even dating my wife. So it was a long time ago. It looked very, very different. Joseph had actually been there more recently than me.
Mhm. But I kept
I don't.
expecting to see the Florida Universal stuff because I was there so much more often, and yeah, it wasn't as good as the Florida one.
No, it's not. It's built around the studio tour, and this is the couple things I got: one magnet, one pin. We did get my daughter a very nice time turner necklace there. Universal California, it started to downplay the studio tour, which was really the big thing for it, and it ended up just kind of this weird mismatch stuff. Like the lower lot, you've got Transformers next to the Mummy, which is next to Jurassic Park.
Yeah. See, in Florida, it's so nice that they have an entire area that's like you're walking into the Jurassic Park, and that's the section. And then here you just kind of have a ride next to other stuff.
Yeah, and the Studios Park in Florida is even better because you still feel like it's sets around. This is it felt kind of thrown in, but Parker, did the wife come? No, the wife has to teach because the wife lost so much vacation time in Israel. So she's not going on trips at the moment. But yeah, Mark, how long have we been married now? Let's see, 1993. So 29 years this June. Gosh, I'm old. So, but yeah, that was kind of cool. And then we did leave Universal a little early to go fight through rush hour traffic to head someplace that John, our other guy with us, had never been, with medieval times. And then he splurged and got us the VIP package.
It was good.
Which, yes, so we all got our little pictures.
Springfield needs the medieval times.
Yes, Missouri does.
Springfield needs.
And we had one of the funniest moments of the trip, and we didn't film it. And I'm still kind of kicking myself for this. So as part of the package, you get to make a special announcement, and most people, it's happy birthday to or first visit to, and this kind of stuff.
Their first visit to the castle.
Yes.
So and so, Lord Jiminy Cricket visiting.
And so we decided we were going to be a little bit different. And the guy reading all these starts off, he looks at ours and goes, "I'm just paid to read them. I don't write them." And he says, celebrating his 350th coaster on his quest for 400 to SirWillow. We actually got a good cheer in the arena. I thought it was
I kind of wondered if some people there knew who you were, or if they just thought it was funny. I don't know.
I think it was just because they thought it was funny and it was something different. It wasn't the same old stuff. So Craig's kind of going, "Bad George." No, actually, it was kind of a long discussion to figure out what we did, but yeah, it was funny.
He's talking about not filming it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it was something that as soon as you started saying it, all of us are going, "Oh, we should have filmed it." But Krishna, have you been to SeaWorld San Diego? Long time ago. Although more recently than Universal. It's been 18 years, I think, since SeaWorld San Diego. So one of these. I was there for the opening of Journey to Atlantis. That's it. So let's see. TTT Rail. No, I didn't make it Silver Dollar City this week because of some illness stuff. I will talk about that in a little bit. And yeah, and Craig, the not filming part was bad. Yeah, okay. The one thing that did happen to me at Universal, that happens occasionally, is I have this thing. It's almost kind of like an asthma thing, and it kicked in on the way into the park Thursday. It was just like, so they left me moving slow. And Friday, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to make it around Magic Mountain Friday. So Magic Mountain, unless I do a scooter. So I actually scooted around on a scooter all day Friday.
Old man.
Yep. Walked through the queues, but otherwise, like, and it was actually a good thing I did because I wouldn't have made it through Friday. But picked up a couple magnets. So Joseph, what were your thoughts at Magic Mountain? There we go.
I know you were impressed by how much work they've done to make things a little nicer.
Mm-hmm.
But my memory as like a little child was much nicer than it was. So I was kind of disappointed. It was very run down and messy. The rides are fun, but
you could definitely see that the park, even when we were there. Now, the kids area that you're remembering, that was generally kept up pretty nicely. So that may be why you're remembering it. But yeah, when we got up to Samurai Summit, you could see just how run down the park had gotten.
Yeah, there was like
it's
3
bad.
drinking fountains that didn't work, and the buildings were all falling apart a little bit, and
so you could go
the
from
bathrooms were nice though.
You could go from Samurai Summit to the rest, and you could see that they were working on fixing up the park, but it's got a ways to go because it really got ran down bad. But I was actually, I felt like they were turning a corner, getting better. So let's see, still wanting Mystery Lodge to come back to Knott's. That would be cool. Joseph has no clue what Mystery Lodge is, I don't think.
Nope. Sounds cool.
It's a mystery spot, fun house, think Grandfather's Mansion kind of thing, but narrated. It was really cool. Let's see, Tom, first trip to Magic Mountain was when it first opened. Wow, that's very cool. So Heath, different place when we were younger for sure. Yep, more entertainment, well kept. It's definitely changed, and I've actually got a couple videos there where will talk about what it was like, what it is now, and I've actually got one I'm going to use it as kind of the basis for what makes a good amusement park, and you'll see. So, but how was Ghost Town at Knott's Berry Farm? I loved Ghost Town. I was very pleased to see that it was still in good shape. So, yeah, Ghost Town was amazing. You never did find the Catawampus, though. So,
Catawampus.
Yeah, the Catawampus. What's a Catawampus? So, I think that's most of the stuff there. Oh, the other thing I wanted to comment on was Genie Plus at Disney.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I was telling him that I watched the 2-hour Defunct Land documentary on Fast Pass earlier.
Yeah, by the way, if you have not seen Defunct Land's video on Fast Pass, do it. You'll understand much better why I did not like Fast Pass Plus and thought it was terrible. You see Joseph nodding because then you'll understand what it did to the whole park. Now, I can't comment on Genie Plus at Walt Disney World, but at Disneyland, it was a lifesaver. I mean, we got our pictures, but there is no way we could have possibly done everything like we did without Genie Plus.
Yeah.
And we did everything that was open. At least the big stuff. We didn't do a few of the Fantasyland dark rides. I think that was the only things we really didn't do.
There's a few other. I mean, there's a ton of small stuff, but
yeah,
not anything that was a big deal to miss.
Yeah. Were the ghosts grinning or grinning? Yes, they were. Although we almost thought we were going to get stuck there at one point. But no, it was good enough. We did the Lightning Lane, paid for it first thing in the morning, so we get on rides without a wait. Because I mean, it opened with a 75-minute wait, and it stayed 75 to 90 minutes all day. End of the day, we made it kind of our last stop, and I think we waited like 30 minutes.
It was 35, maybe. It was estimated to be like a 50-minute wait. So
yeah, it didn't wait that long.
Although it's an entertaining queue, so maybe it was shorter than it seemed.
Yep. Tom, Max Plus went well at Disneyland. Worried about Genie Plus costs. Here's the difference between Max Pass and Genie Plus at Disneyland. Max Pass allowed you to reserve a ride more than once, I think. Genie Plus, it's just one time. It's not quite as many rides. That's it. It works just like Max Pass did. And honestly, we were there on this hugely crowded day. If you look at the video, you'll see it was packed. We got on everything. We loved Genie Plus. So just think of it as Max Pass, just not quite as many rides. And it really, really was good. So, yeah, Joey, the wait sound nightmarish. They were long. Every single ride that we Genie Plus on was at least a 45-minute wait. So,
by the way, in case you're wondering, I've been looking to the side because I pulled up the behind the scenes on Disney Plus. It doesn't show him as an animatronic in that one. I've been skimming through.
I'll have to find it. So,
If that is an animatronic, I'm extremely impressed.
yep. Genie Plus Walt Disney World is bad. I'll get to test that myself in June, but I know that the parks don't have as many rides available on it, and I think that would make it not as effective. So that would be part of the problem. But at Disneyland, it worked well. Disney California Adventure, it worked so well that even on a busy day, we rope dropped web slingers, and then we've lightning laned everything else, and we were done with the park at what, 2? Something like that. And we did soaring twice because our lightning lane for Monsters Inc. the ride died right as we were up there, so it became an any ride thing. So we got to go do soaring again.
We didn't get to do Monsters Inc. But
no, we didn't get to do Monsters Inc. But otherwise,
very interesting. I didn't realize that used to be the limo ride.
Yeah, until you got to see the cars.
Yeah, well, I saw the Defunct Land video on it. I couldn't even remember hardly, but
I got a picture of you when it was a limo.
Yeah. So I remembered hearing about that ride, but it was so long ago I forgot what it was like.
Yep. Greg, did John like Soarin'? John loved Soarin'. The pilot was having a ball. Good enough that we went back the second time, and he actually ended up with a cast member that knew all about planes, and they hit it off, and we ended up with a center top seat, which was great. So, yeah, it was very good. So, anything else you want to talk about with the trip, Joseph? Or anything else somebody wanted to ask Joseph?
I lost my wallet, which was fun. I found it again after I canceled my car's extra fun. We tried pizza at Round Table.
Okay, he finally got to understand why I like Round Table pizza so much.
It was pretty good.
Good pizza.
It's expensive.
Expensive, but worth it. And then one gift from my wife. This is actually handcrafted leather. We got this in medieval times. And I don't know if she knows I borrowed it from her room, but thick parchment style paper. Yeah, she is really like this. She's been sketching in it already. So I think that's all the stuff I bought. So let's see. Joseph, seems to be varying results in the U.S. parks. Works fine at Disneyland, but not Walt Disney World. Again, that's because Walt Disney World parks don't have as much in them as the California parks do. So there's fewer rides on it, which means fewer opportunities, so fewer choices. I think that seems to be the issue with Genie at Walt Disney World. I loved it at Disneyland. I'm not sure how well it will go at Disney World. So let's see. Joey, one of the top 10 Disney fails YouTube videos shows Kylo Ren with the lights on. You see how it works. I'm guessing that is probably TPN vids, because they seem to be the ones that do that a lot. So yeah, you should be able to see it there. So thank you so much for that, Joey. You can see Joe's already going, where? How?
I'm gonna find it.
So, let's see. So so I mentioned people are asking about Silver Dollar City. I mentioned the move, or my health thing at Universal. One of the things that's happened even since I got back is that my breathing has still not been great. I'm fine sitting and everything, but if I start to get active, it starts to become a little harder to breathe again. And so I've actually got a doctor. I had a doctor's appointment last Thursday when I was going to Silver Dollar City, and I got some tests coming up because we're trying to figure out what on earth is wrong. Why am I having a hard time breathing? So I am taking it a little bit easy these next few weeks. I'm going to try to get to Silver Dollar City next week. Maybe. We'll see how I'm doing. But that is the plan. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And so we're kind of dealing with that a little bit. Tom, guess I've seen too many Walt Disney World videos about Genie that are scaring me. It's one of those where you really got to separate Disneyland from Walt Disney World. They're very different experiences with it. So, and Brendan, made it out there briefly yesterday. Can't believe you got Silver Dollar City before me. Can't believe you did either. So, anything else you wanted to chime in on there, Joseph? Last shot?
I
Otherwise,
think
we'll let
I
it go.
found the video. I'm I'm seeing the Frozen ride,
He's going through it.
Avatar, Splash
If you
Mountain,
don't watch TPN vids, you should. Very good stuff.
Part 12.
Disney.
Oh, there's a lot of these videos.
Yep. So,
Okay, maybe I'll
Disney, I'm
find it
happy to
later.
have you with us. So, well, anything else you want to say here, Joseph? Or I can probably let you go at this point.
Let me think.
He's thinking this might take a while.
It could take a while.
I'm starting to open some of the mail too.
I feel like I'm gonna leave and then I'm gonna think of something.
Well, you
But
can always join again.
tentatively, oh, I did think of one thing. The food at Six Flags was mediocre.
Six Flags food was very mediocre. That's one of the things they're supposedly going to improve on.
Oh, that's cool.
Universal. We ate at 3 broomsticks. That's fantastic in
Florida.
Florida.
First time I had butter beer, and the first time I've had a giant turkey leg. That was good. Butter beer was also good, but not $8. Good. So much money.
Yeah. Food at Disney was good. Really, okay. I will say this: Knott's may have had some of the best barbecue I've ever had. It was amazingly good.
I remember what I had there.
I don't remember.
Where did we eat at Knott's?
Fireman's Barbecue, and then we had the other one where we split the chicken afterwards.
I don't remember.
Does butterbeer taste like butter? No, it tastes like butterscotch. Butterscotch.
I don't know what butterscotch normally tastes like other than the candies. So to me, it just kind of tasted like a float, kind of like a root beer float, but not root beer.
Yeah. Any news about the future move coming up in just a moment? Let me show off this one thing. Let's see. So I did spend a couple dollars on eBay, but anything else, Joseph, or I'll let you go.
I think I just found it. Wait. I saw it in the thumbnail. I saw
Still
Kylo
looking
Ren.
for Kylo Ren.
Maybe. I just
And
need to verify.
so this is a series of pins I've started collecting, and I did find that one on eBay at a really good price. So I was like, yay! So I got one of those. That was my big eBay purchase. Big, as in like less than $10.
Oh wait, this is the part where Kylo Ren's like in front of you and the ceiling kind of falls down. That's not the part I'm talking about. I was talking about the part where he has his lightsaber out.
Yeah, it'll show up. Okay.
I'll
Anyway.
find it someday, maybe.
Yeah, Judy's like, I don't think Joseph wants to go. I don't know. Are you going to stick around?
Well, actually, I need to make some food because I haven't made food yet. So I'm gonna go do that.
Okay, so we will catch you later. He might pop in. Again.
I might. We'll see.
Bye. So, so let's see. Jupe wanted to know any news about the future moves. So let me go ahead and address that while I'm opening up mail. My wife has gotten a job in Branson, a job that we are very excited about. And so we're in the process of actually starting to try to pre-qualify for a mortgage in Branson, which would allow us to buy a home. So we are in the process there and seeing what we can do. We're hoping in the next week or two to be able to have something in place there. We're still looking July-ish, but won't know the actual timeline probably until end of April or first part of May. And we'll know a little bit more there. But definitely moving to Branson or Branson area, hoping things work out that we can buy a home. We will have a lot of money that we've got to save and come up with. So we will be selling some things. My wife does have has a small bonus that she gets in summer. So she will be adding that. We got a couple other things. So we'll have a little bit. We won't have as much as you typically need to buy a home. So we're trying to come up with some other options as well. And there's some things for first-time home buyers, but that is the hope and plan. Hope for July is to be able to purchase a home and get moved. I'm looking at different options for jobs for me. I will probably pick up a small part-time job that will still allow me to do the videos and everything. And still allow me to travel around and preach a bit. We won't be pastoring a church in Branson. We're going to take some time off from that. We have some other things in the works there. So that's kind of what's happening with that. And as the date draws closer, we will know more. But very much hoping that things can work out for all that. Because if we rent a home, we're going to be paying more than if we were to buy one. Plus the fact we've got a dog and 2 cats, which makes it harder to find a home to rent and adds on more fees. It makes it more expensive. And so we would honestly be paying almost twice as much per month to rent a home as to buy it. So we're really hoping that can work out and we can get qualified for the mortgage. Let's see. Erwin, so it's still safe to send you mail? Absolutely. Mail sent to this address will still get here, and then we can always come over and pick it up. Once we have something set up in Branson, I will set up a post office box, and you'll be able to send mail that way, and I will get that published out as soon as everything goes out. Mark, thought you had 2 dogs. Yeah, this was the one hard thing while we were at Disney. My Pomeranian, Sealy, her health had been declining, and it really started to decline rapidly. We had tried some new medications to help her, and unfortunately, they weren't helping. And so we lost Sealy a week and a half ago. So, yeah, just one dog now, which stinks. But it is the circle of life. So, Strong's, yeah, we looked into renting in Branson. They want crazy money for rent. Yep, that's because they can get it. So we'll see how it works out. Again, our budget's going to be small, so I don't know that we'll get a big place, but it would be awesome if we get a place big enough to have a guest room. We'll see. But let's see. So, card from Barry, bad Bible jokes. Why couldn't Jonah trust the ocean? Because he knew there was something fishy about it. Oh, Barry's got some bad jokes there. Let's see. What's the other one? Let's see. Why do we know Peter was a rich fisherman? By his net income. Heath just went through it in November. Lost a female. She was only 7. Oh, Sealy was at least 11. So for a Pomeranian, she had lived a good life. But yeah. Let's see. Barry also, more than shamrocks in Ireland. That's how much God loves you. That's a nice card. So happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you, Barry. And I got some other packages here. Jupe, did he mean to say it would be nice to have a film room instead of a guest room? Actually, one of the things that we are requiring for the house is it has to have a room of some sort that I can use for a library, office, and filming location. So that one isn't an option. We have to have that somehow. So the guest room would be nice to have. A film room, studio, office of some sort is a must. So it's some way or the other. We've got to have something like that. So I will have some sort of studio. We're hoping that it won't end up being me having to get the master bedroom, because that would kind of stink. That's not what we want to do. But we'll see, because I love my wife to have the master. Let's see. What is this? This is a box from Amazon. Oh, enjoy your gift from Craig. Oh, okay. Now this is actually really nice. This was on my list. Thank you, Craig. So where this comes in handy, for me, I like to listen to music when I lay down and sleep at night, and this will allow me to do it without having to worry about my earbuds falling out and stuff like that. So, yeah, very cool. Thank you, Craig. I looked at that for a while. Whew. But SirWillow, live from the new basement. That would honestly if we ended up with a place with a basement, that would be ideal. That would be perfect. Absolutely perfect. But we will see what happens. We will see what happens. Let me see here. So Michelle, I hate to say Sileys, from Humble, Texas. Now, most of the states we would call it Humble, Texas, but not in Texas. It's Humble. You don't say the H. I learned that when we lived there. So they would sing, "Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble." Let me see. She's got several things in here with a nice little card. Hello, I hope you can enjoy these pamphlets. Sorry they're late getting to you. God bless you and yours, Michelle. Oh, you know I always love pamphlets. Pamphlets are great. He's got some neat ones here. Okay, so we have the San Antonio sightseeing tours. The Texas Hill Country Trail. Yes, Texas is not all desert and flat. There is the hill country, which is really pretty. The Mirror Maze, the Cascade Caverns, Legoland Discovery Center, and she's got several others here. The Mission, Library. They'll just kind of flash it. Thank you so much, Michelle. Those are very cool. Those are wonderful additions. Appreciate it. So let's see. I think that's the health update. I am hoping, breathing aside, getting it to work out, I am watching the calendar and flights, and I am hoping to do a Carowinds trip maybe in April. If I do it, it is going to be a fly out in the morning, visit the park, and fly out that night. So the only way I do it is if there were seats available. So it may be very much a last minute thing. So let's see. My other dog, she's not here. I think the other dog's sleeping in the living room. She is doing good. Okay, so this is also from Barry. That's it. Oh, let's see here. He's got all sorts of writing. Let's see. You can see Orlando. Hi, so after a long absence, I visited Epcot today for my birthday, which was actually February 24th. Crowds were large but manageable. I rode the new Remy's Ratatouille adventure. It was fun, but I wouldn't wait 80 minutes for it again. 80 minutes? Oh my goodness. I love Ratatouille adventure. Got to ride it in Paris, but yeah, I wouldn't do 80 minutes. That's kind of crazy. I also visited the American Adventure. Voices of Liberty are back. Awesome. Voices of Liberty are amazing. Also, let's see, rode Living with the Land, Test Track, a bunch of others. Ate at the new smokehouse and great barbecue chicken and onion rings. Had a delicious dinner at Tepanito. I like Tepanito. It's so hard to get in there. And they sent a whole bunch of maps. Thank you so much, Barry. Happy to know you had a great day. Really do. Let's see. Us Brits, we always pronounce the H in words like herbs and humble. So the herbs or herbs depends upon where you are. Most of us in the state would say herbs. But yeah, then we'll say humble, while Texas says humble. Tom, I'm praying for your breathing issue. Thank you so much, Tom. I appreciate that. Judy, Carowinds would be great if you had a friend who had a handicap pass and also a Cedar Fair Platinum pass. Gee, I wonder if I know anybody like that. I wonder who you could be referring to there, Judy. The nice thing is, because I have a Cedar Fair Platinum pass too, I can get in and out, and that works. And since we're talking about you, Judy, why don't we talk about this? This is just, Judy does these most amazing things on her envelopes. And look at all this. It's like, and I'm supposed to throw this away afterwards? I don't think so. But yeah, I don't know when. The biggest issue with Carowinds is I have to make sure it would be a thing where I could fly out and back the same day. So I've got to watch the airlines to make sure that there are seats on those flights, because I won't have the money for a hotel. So not with us trying to save for buying a house. My budget is going to really go into penny pinching mode now. And so, and then we can do it. Judy, pick me. Pick me. Yeah, I would love to, Judy. Like I said, it'll be one of those I'll have to be watching flights, and more than likely it would probably be Wednesday. Look, it looks like the seats are actually going to stay open for both flights. I can do it. But it'll be close. So this is what Judy did. And I love these. Judy puts together these wonderful books. So SeaWorld Orlando, and she fills it with pictures from her trips, and a whole big long dedication, which I'm going to have to read here. And just really cool. Judy is a ton of fun. I'm honestly, I'm surprised we didn't totally wear her out. Yeah, so very, very cool. So swimming with the dolphins. What else you got bookmarked here, Judy? Perfect vacation for a grandma who loves the water. That's awesome. Oh, Jupe. Every plane has seats. The key is they have empty seats. Yeah, that would be good. They won't let me fly on the wing. So, okay, let me see if I can read this long dedication. Let's see. Back in 2018, I spent a week with the trio of SeaWorld. Let's see, SeaWorld, Discovery Cove, and Aquatica. My granddaughters, ages 5 and 7, were very interested in. So I made the Shutterfly book for them. They insist that it must be a chapter book. Very nice. So that hence she's got her table of contents. So she has chapters. That is great. I love it. But yeah, I'll talk with you, Judy. Like I said, I got to work around doctor's appointments and stuff, and then kind of go from there. So it'll be a last second thing. But if you're in the area, hey, we can try and work it out. I can confidently say my wife loved Judy to death on this trip, and when we got to travel with her last summer. So yeah, my wife would be happy with that. Let's see. Judy, those books would be great for people on the autism spectrum. I need to get a copy for myself so I can prepare for future park trips. Ooh, that would be kind of cool. So I can see my son kind of popping back in. Let's see. Playing this game called Planet Coaster. SirWillow love this game. I have actually played Planet Coaster. I've tried it out. I didn't like it quite as well as Roller Coaster Tycoon. I found it a little clunkier to use. So I played it a little bit, but not a whole lot. So Joseph, are you wanting to come back in? I can see you kind of hiding down there. Let's see. You get a private chat note. Don't have much. So he doesn't have much to add, just that his rice is cooking.
Yeah. And quinoa.
Quinoa.
Quinoa, quinoa, whatever it is.
Wah, 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 wah. You start sounding like the adults on Peanuts. Wah, 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 wah.
I'm going to email that one place and see if they're actually going to let me do stuff tomorrow.
Ooh. Let's see, Joey, if you like pamphlets so much, I gather some from here. I love pamphlets. Do you not know I collect pamphlets? I've got 3 file cabinets.
He sees a shelf of them, he gets like 40.
Yeah. 3 file cabinets full of them. Oh, and Judy, special ed teacher, spent 34 years, so you're speaking my language. Okay, so Joey and Parker, you two need to get together. Let's see. SirWillow, here is another Doctor Who shirt for you. Okay, Joseph, am I going to make you jealous on this one?
No.
Ooh, that one's cool.
Yeah. I think it'd be better as a poster than a shirt, though.
It does look like a poster that got put on a shirt. But, yes. Very cool. Joseph, wait, you're saying he sounds like a trombone? But, yeah, Joey, you knew about the park maps. You have park maps, brochures, anything along those lines for parks and stuff. I got safety things. So, Joseph, by the way, I do have a couple other things here for you. Here, grab them real quick. Here. Okay, so you sound like a kazoo. So Joseph, you might appreciate this.
Oh. Ooh, that's cool.
So one of the things that happened on this trip to Southern California is John, who is a pilot, got to talking with Joseph about flying. And Joseph kind of went, ooh. So he's hoping this weekend to take what's called a discovery flight.
They're calling it introductory flight.
Introductory flight. Yeah, something along that lines. Where he basically gets to go up and he gets to, they'll take off and land and then he gets to fly the plane for a little bit.
Or at least steer it.
Yep. So, and then he's going to kind of see, okay, hey, if I like this, if this feels good, considering possibly pursuing a career. So we'll see. But that's kind of, what are you doing? I'm going to, you. So, I think that's most of what I had to talk about. But yeah, Carowinds maybe. Busch Gardens, May 29th and 30th. I may do a meet and greet on the evening of the 28th near Busch Gardens. Joseph's playing all his weird instruments here.
I keep them here just for this purpose.
Yeah. So May 28th, Saturday evening, I'm kind of thinking somewhere near Busch Gardens, one of the restaurants outside or something, we may do a meet and greet. Walt Disney World, May 31st to June 3rd. And then I will also be at the D23 Expo in September. So, thank you, Parker, for reminding me. How about the drill team stuff? I don't know if you heard about this, Joseph. So,
yeah, you were going to talk about that. I don't know. I didn't hear about it, but
okay. So Texas's Port Neches Groves High School did. They were one of the invited bands to Disney World a couple days ago, and marched through the park. Now the school is called the Indians. Okay, and typically, apparently, the drill team wears purple headdresses, and the cheerleaders wear headdresses, but Disney told them, nope, you can't wear the headdresses this time. But Disney apparently didn't pay much attention to what they do. And so they're marching down Main Street doing imitation Indian dances. I mean, stuff. And then they start their chant with "Scalp 'em, Indian, scalp 'em." On Main Street. At Disney. It's like, this at Magic Kingdom, by the way. Not
imagine all the little children going to their parents. What does scalp mean? What's a scalp?
And I mean, where do you begin with how wrong and disrespectful this is? So here's what's Disney has apologized for allowing this. We shouldn't have done it. We should have screened it. The promo video that the school sent to Disney did not include any of that. But they've been to Disney before, so Disney should have been at least a little bit aware. The school district is doing an exemplary job of responding to the criticism that has come out.
Sarcasm, I sense.
They have literally deleted every single one of their social media accounts.
What?
Because that is the mature way to handle this.
Maybe
they deleted their Twitter, they deleted their Facebook, they deleted their Instagram. They're all shut down.
Because they're being like spammed by like the backlash, maybe.
Yep. They won't respond. They have not issued any sort of response that I've been able to find other than this is what we do. There's one of the students they said,
this is what we do.
One of the students, I did see a response that said, well, here we go again with the stupid criticisms of what our school is. Hello? It's disrespectful. It's yeah. Yeah, I showed this to my wife the other day, last night. And so watch this video and then see the district's response. And she just
Like that I'm doing.
So many levels. It's wrong. Oh. And rather than say, look, this wasn't respectful, look, it's time to update the chimes, we'll just close off all of you that disagree with us. I don't know. I'm flabbergasted by it that they can't figure out that this isn't appropriate in any way at all. You looking for the video, Joseph?
Well, I found an article anyway.
The video's still on Twitter.
People aren't responding to emails and
yeah. Let's see. Parker, my alma mater is the Indians, and we say Roll Tribe. Things very disrespectful. We've been trying to get rid of the name since the 80s, but the old alums want to keep it for tradition's sake. This one, their yearbook name is everything they do is slams. I'm trying to remember what the yearbook name was. But yeah, Roll Tribe is tame compared to what they're doing. It's like the Wampas or oh man. I don't know. Can you find it, Joseph?
The video?
Yearbook name and other stuff too.
I can try. Let me see.
It's crazy that in this day and age, these people are so stuck on it that they can't understand how offensive and insulting it is. And it's like, come on, guys, welcome to the new age. Let me see here. I had okay.
Disney says sorry.
Yeah.
I found a picture, but that doesn't give you much.
Well, and I don't want to actually show the video because it's just really classless. But I'm just like, come on, guys. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So they weren't allowed to wear the war bonds. I'm trying to remember. No, I guess I don't have the article offhand that has it. But here, I can do this. So this is actually one of the this is one of the drill team girls at a football game. It's a war bonnet reserved for chiefs and highly respected leaders. Yeah, do you not get that? It's not just a pretty decoration. Oh, yeah.
As a kid, I didn't really think much about it, but thinking of it now, like you don't really see any other kind of mascot that is like just an ethnic group, and that's basically it.
Yeah.
It's special.
Let's see. Yeah, the video is still available on Twitter, but this is a couple major missteps in a couple weeks for Disney, and yeah, this was just bad. And honestly, the people at the school district should be ashamed. I hope they're embarrassed, but I hope they also man up and rather than try to hide in their corner and not change, decide to step out and say, okay, look, maybe it's actually time we stepped into the real world and stopped insulting and offending and it did what we should. There are things that are okay to offend over. They're going the wrong way on it. Not cancel culture. It's yeah. Anyway, Craig, self-cancel culture. Yeah, we're rather than everybody else cancel, we'll just cancel ourselves. Sad. Okay. I can't think of anything else offhand. Oh, here, Joseph. I know some schools with Trojan mascots. I don't think that's quite the same thing, though. Trojans were a city. Um,
Yeah, that was like
yeah,
Rome, right?
Greece,
Greece.
Macedonia, actually, I think officially, but
Yeah.
in a mythological story. But yeah, it's not necessarily a racist thing. They're not mocking them. It's like Spartans, same kind of thing, named after a city known for warriors. But yeah,
Vikings
Vikings.
actually aren't apparently a specific ethnic group. I was reading about this recently. They're more of a occupation, not even that some people in Scandinavia had at one point, but
Okay,
it wasn't even like a consistent thing.
Parker's got one. There's
Oh,
yeah. Okay, that's bad.
yeah,
That's
that's real bad.
that's right up there with it. Yeah, that's
Oh,
and Joseph's college alma mater actually just changed their mascot. They
yeah.
had been the Crusaders. And I was like, okay, that was
It has
there's
some
a lot of issues
bad
with that.
connotations, but some people it's not as bad because you have like pirates, and pirates are clearly bad people,
Yeah.
but it still makes for an entertaining mascot, and that's I think the same kind of idea they were going for. But I understand why they changed it.
Yeah, I understand why they changed it. And I thought, okay, let's keep the same idea. And so I actually sent in suggestions to go with the Knights or the Lancers. Lancers was actually my high school mascot. Something like that. They what is it? The honor?
They are now the Valor.
Oh, the valor. What's a valor?
Apparently, it's a horse because that's
What's
the picture that they use. Is
I
a
was like,
horse.
okay, good mascot to change, but what on earth did you
It's not
pick?
even like we are the Valors, like plural. It's we are Valor. Like we are all one Valor, whatever that is.
There are mascots I think need to be changed. Crusaders is one. Yeah, the mighty Arabs, Indians, and those things. Time to change them. But let's pick something decent. Valor. What's a valor?
There were a lot of great suggestions that just not used it. I wonder if they even like looked at any of the suggestions or if that was just a
I
general
don't know.
interest or something.
I don't know. Let's see. Junior high was the Redskins. Yep, dropped that. College was the Highlanders. No, I see. I would not think of the Highlanders as ethnically offensive because the Highlanders, it's a
That's
Scottish military group.
Yeah, that's like
Not
a
just the people.
specific reference to the weapon, the giant two-handed sword, I think, right? Because
Well, the
Highlanders.
Highlanders also, it's probably a figure playing the bagpipe.
Ah,
But it doesn't put them down and mock them either. And I think that's the issue. The Green Men. So, fighting Irish offensive. I don't think the roots of it maybe, but I don't think they think of it that way.
major difference in a lot of those, even with like Vikings and Irish and Scottish, is that if it's white people doing it, and a lot of them have those roots, then it's more of like a pride thing. We're proud of that.
Yeah.
But in Texas, doing in Native Americans, calling them the Indians, most of them don't really know anything about the culture or have any of those roots. It's just kind of not quite as good of a look.
This is interesting. Alma mater's the loggers, but one of our symbols is problematic. A native hatchet was found on the grounds that became a major traditional object at the school. That'd be different.
Weird.
Yeah, interesting.
Like in ancients, like it was just found buried or something.
I don't know. That would be interesting. But the loggers would be kind of a unique mascot too. So, anyways, but yeah, I heard that at Disney and it was just like, oh, cringe. Ew. And it's sad because a lot of these kids apparently don't have any clue how what they're doing is wrong. Like, but so
the polka dots.
yeah, what?
At least it's entertaining, you know.
Yeah, that would be different. So, on that note, I think we will wrap up here. Uh, I don't know. My mind's going to all sorts of stupid things right now. So, hey, when you go to school, look, I spotted the polka dots. Okay.
I was trying to figure out specifically if the Scottish Highlander was a sword, but when I Googled it, I just got a bunch of pictures of cows. So maybe that's
I see a bagpiper with that. But
Well,
anyways,
there's
let's
also a
wrap
lot of
up here. I think we covered everything. Thank you for the mail, everybody. Lots of brochures to put away and add to the collection. The pins. I hope you enjoyed the talk about the Disney trip, Genie Plus being cool. I do actually plan on doing a full video reviewing all that and everything. And then, of course, that side, the crazy guest that we had. Thank you, Joseph, for stepping in and joining us. I appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed the fact that he got
coming back.
Yep.
Ever.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't love me. So have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Hope you had a great time. He's the music.